Hello, ladies. Quick warning, there's a lot of TMI in here. So, if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, then just click away. I'm getting real girl talk out here, things we're embarrassed to talk about, insecurities, burn, hair removal, etc. So, yeah, and I'm not certified to give advice, this is just my point of view. The questions are mentioned in the description box, you know, the jazz. Click on the timestamp, jump to your answer. Yeah. Two similar questions. I have weird boobs. I don't know how to deal with that insecurity. My boyfriend is super supportive, but I still feel ugly. And insecurities over breast sizes. No, I'm like so flat chested, you could level my chest up a little bit and play cricket on it. But I don't care because if a guy decides if he wants to be with me or not over my boob size, then I don't want him. I'm like so proud of the guys who don't care about body stereotypes and like you for who you are. So, shout out to your boyfriend, he's the G. So, here's what I do if I'm insecure. You have to accept your insecurities because once you do that, they no longer have power over you. Like, you have to accept the fact that you have small or bigger breasts or whatever, and you have to accept the fact that you're beautiful in your own unique way. The next time someone points out your breast size and says, "Oh, that's not normal," you smack that bitch and ask them, "Who the fuck are you to decide what's normal and what isn't?" Like, who decided there's this line which is normal and anything above or below it is not normal? So I keep joking about my insecurities because once it's already out there, what's someone going to say to make it worse, right? So I keep joking about it, and when somebody is like, "Oh, but your breast size isn't normal," I'm like, "Yeah, I already said that. Duh." Look, someone can only offend you if you decide to take offense. There's like a lot more to a person than their boobs because your breast size isn't going to make you smarter, isn't going to pay your bills, and definitely isn't going to make you any more or less attractive. A little insecure because I don't have a boyfriend and I've never had one, and all my friends do. So, firstly, you need not compare your life with others because there isn't a specific time to have a boyfriend. So just because your friends have boyfriends doesn't mean that you should too. And I think when you're completely secure and confident, only then you attract the best energy and people start liking you, and they like see the light inside you. Focus on that and don't focus on looking for boyfriends because once you are completely comfortable with yourself, you will definitely find what you're looking for eventually. And don't just settle for less because you want to date. How do you remove hair down there? So, waxing is like the best method, or regular trimming. Razor actually works too, but only if you have like a nice shaving cream. And if you don't have a nice shaving cream, then use a nice conditioner. But I think razor just leaves the skin more irritated. So, the first two are the most preferable. Girls literally never talk about masturbation or porn. It's literally time. Sorry. Girls never talk about masturbation or porn. It's literally time to change that. That is so true. There are girls I'm like super close with, and if I bring these things up, there is like this tension or this awkward air around us, and I hate that. Because for guys, it's so normal to be able to talk about these things, but with girls, it's so hushed and not ladylike. And I feel like it's solely our fault, the girls' fault. But yeah, it's time we change that. But then I also have girls in my life who I can talk to about these things, so shout out to my cousin. But yeah, I mean it's okay, you guys. It's normal. How to let a guy know you aren't into him and still be friends after? So, firstly, this person has to be understanding because if they aren't mature enough to understand your point of view, then I don't think you can be friends after. So, be honest with them and tell them whatever it is that you feel because maybe you don't like them romantically because you aren't attracted to them physically, or maybe you just don't feel a connection. So, whatever it is, just tell it to them, be upfront and just say it. So tell them that you do like them platonically and give them some space to move on. And don't be hard on yourself because it isn't your fault that you don't feel the same way. And don't worry, they're going to come back once they've moved on and are mature enough to understand that you can't love everyone who loves you. I care about what people think about me and it contributes a lot to my anxiety. I think it's very hard to not be a people pleaser. And I guess everybody is a people pleaser because who doesn't like it when someone likes you? But there should be a limit to how much them liking or disliking you affects you. Because, hey, no matter what you do, some people are going to talk shit about you and are going to judge you. You can't make them stop, but you can choose how that shit affects you. Don't give a fuck because these people aren't going to matter in the next 5 years. About it like this, if someone is taking time out of their lives to judge you, to pass comments about you, or to talk shit about you, then they're in a very bad place. Imagine being in a place where you're hurting so much that you want to drag people down with you. You should actually feel bad about them. But most of the time, people aren't even thinking about us. It's just us making things up. Like I said in my last video, my social anxiety is like so messed up. I mean, anxieties are messed up, but yeah. Even if I'm like walking on a street and you just look at me, my social anxiety is like they're thinking something about you, but most of the time they aren't even thinking about me. It's just me making things up. I'm working on that myself, but all you have to do is remind yourself that they aren't thinking about you, that you aren't in the spotlight 24/7. They're probably thinking about feeding their dogs or something, and you're just like, oh no, they're thinking about me. It's that they're just not thinking about you. Just drop it, just leave it. All you have to do is not give anyone or anything the power to affect you, and that includes your social anxiety. Don't give your social anxiety the power to affect you, and it won't. Your take on double dating. I personally don't approve. Like, I wouldn't double date, but if you are, I wouldn't judge you because I don't know your situation. I don't know why you're double dating. Plus, that's none of my business. And it must be so exhausting keeping up with both your partners and putting in so much efforts and exhausting yourself. I mean, what is it that you're getting out of it? That you're putting in so much energy? I don't see a point. So, to conclude, I don't think it is healthy or worth it or right to double date because it's basically cheating. So, big no. I like a boy and I don't want to spoil the friendship by confessing. Okay, so don't just confess it. Don't just be like, I love you. No, 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 no. Meet him, hang out, and check his vibe, check if he's giving you any hints. Ask him on a date probably, and then tell him that you like him, like on the date. And then tell him that whatever he says isn't going to change your friendship. Tell him that even if he says that he doesn't like you romantically, that you understand his point of view, that you understand his side. Just make everything clear, and then if he says that he likes you too, it's a huge yay. And if he says that he does not like you still got your friendship. So we got nothing to lose. Also, girl, tell me what he says. That is all I have for today. You guys are beautiful and amazing, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And like, subscribe, share, all the jazz, and tell me if this helps. And oh, drink water. Bye bye.